to make sure it's good. All right. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video from Cocoscosmology. And in today's video, we are going to be doing our weekly predictions for our Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the week of March 13th through March 19th. So let's go ahead and get right into you guys' reading. What's going on with our Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the week of March 13th through March 19th? What can you expect? What should you look out for? And what energy is surrounding you all? Before we get right into this reading, quick disclaimer. For a lot of you guys, this energy may be happening in chronological order. And for other you guys, this energy may be happening sporadically throughout the week. So just take what resonates with you guys. You guys have the Ace of Wands to come out first. The Knight of Cups is in reverse. You have the King of Swords in reverse. Let me get two more cards. You have the King of Cups in the upright position. And then you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Back to deck energy is the Page of Pentacles. Okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this. Alright, so with this back of deck energy being the Page of Pentacles, I feel like during this week you guys may be, receiving some great news about your money, your finances, or any type of material. Some of you guys may, receive a huge material possession or a huge money opportunity during this week with this Page of Pentacles energy. And there's no major arcana cards here, but with this Ace of Wands energy, I feel like you guys have gotten this swamp of energy to try something new, to do something different in your life. And with the Ace of Wands energy, that's letting us know there's a new beginning, there's a new start happening in your life at this moment, and it's going to be successful. But there's some things mentally and emotionally that may be blocking you at this time. And what I mean mentally and emotionally, as far as the emotional aspect of things, with the Knight of Cups being in reverse, a lot of you guys may be, feeling neglected in your love life, or maybe feeling like that's one piece of the puzzle that's missing, to your life. A lot of you guys may be, successful financially, successful career-wise, secure when it comes to your finances and your career. But there may be one thing that you're missing with this Knight of Cups energy being in reverse, and that may be the love that you truly desire, the commitment that you're wanting. Because some of you guys are in a relationship, some of you guys are in a long distance relationship, but some of you guys, you may be desiring that love, a certain type of love during this time. And for some of you guys, your love life is going in the direction where you're wanting it to. This is something that you have desired for a long time. Now with this King of Swords being in reverse, your mindset may be, putting in your mind, for those of you guys who are not in a relationship or may feel like your relationship is not going where it needs to go, with this King of Swords being in reverse, I feel like a lot of y'all are feeling that or need to know that mentally, subconsciously in your mind, you're telling yourself you may not be good enough, or you may not be worthy enough of the love that you desire. And with the King of Cups energy, you really just need, for a man or a woman to come into your life, for you to be able to cry on their shoulders, for you to be able to vent to someone. Some of you guys are just really yearning to be able to come home to somebody, somebody who looks forward to seeing you every day. That type of energy, Aries. With the Six of Pentacles, being in the reversal position, this may have to do with being, overly generous, or generosity, or giving to other people. You guys may be, going through that phase or through that energy during this week about how you're not wanting to give, or how that's just too much at the moment, because you always give, and you guys are really feeling like you're ready for things to be reciprocated back to you when it comes to giving, when it comes to being there for people, showing up for people. You're always there. And I keep my stone here focused on the good, because this energy lets me know good things are still coming our way. In Aries, I do still see great things coming your way when it comes to your success, your career. For a lot of you guys who may be into sports, school, furthering your education, being more athletic, those type of things, it's time to hone in on that energy. Be strong, and don't feel so bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to shuffle through the numerology cards so we can see what you guys should mainly be focusing on during this week. But I really feel like there's still some type of breakthrough coming through this week. Number 8, manifestation. So this week, Aries, please focus, on your manifestations. Manifest some things into your reality. Start making room for what it is that you're asking for. If there's a specific lover that you're asking for in your life, go ahead and, start playing that role. When you're folding clothes, pretend like you're folding clothes for that person, that you desire to be with. You guys have intuition and love. So here goes love right here, as well as number 22, intuition. It's time to go ahead and, follow your intuition. Make those manifestation moves during this week, because it'll be a great week for you guys, especially, coming towards love. Go ahead and do some manifestations. All right. So we're going to get into the Black Moon astrology cards for what you guys really need to know during this week. So we've got the 9th house, faith, and we have solar eclipse, revolution. I won't keep you guys long. I'll try to, go ahead and read the main parts for you all, because for some reason my camera tries to cut off at 22 minutes. So let's go ahead and try to get this for you guys. All right, so number 33, the 9th house, faith. So the 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius. Okay. Okay. Faith. We travel, some of us forever, to seek other states, other lives, other souls. Obstacles are being lifted. Oh my goodness. The 9th house in astrology in the house position for the sign Sagittarius, and is ruled by the planet Jupiter, the planet of openness, luck, and expansion. This area of traditional horoscope wheel is the house of travel, philosophy, high-mindedness, and also religion. The 9th house represents a search for meaning through established structures. To do with government and religion may come about whenever the 9th house is included. Destiny, fate, and karma all come into play, as well as your view of what God may or may not be. It is the house of erudition, knowledge, higher learning, lawyers, doctors, and astrologers. It is most definitely of the higher mind and our need to unite with something greater. In this way, the ninth house represents churches and schools, especially ones that are old, established, and scholarly. Since it opposes the third house of communication and writing, the ninth house represents publishing and influences through the written word. It speaks of a forum for written ideas and concepts, also of joining a reputable literary world. So this house is important in the charts of writers or anyone who wishes to bring their ideas into a form. Usually, planet-wide, it is the house of open ranges, journeying, and opportunity. The ninth house also represents esoteric matters like psychic fairs, the new age, counterculture gatherings, or places where offbeat people gather together for some visionary cause. It also represents the relevance of obtaining psychic information. The Rosicrucians and esoteric organization based on ancient structures are symbolized by the ninth house. With this card, it is time to consider your impending plans in the broadest terms. And that's crazy because we were talking about, starting something new with the Ace of Wands and being successful at it. It means you will have to go outside of your ordinary life to achieve your goals. Long distance travels, journeys, and voyages to unknown places may figure in regarding your question. The ninth house is the house of explorers and pilgrims, where there is a quest and a destination. It is where we seek guidance and understanding. The possibility of returning to school and furthering your education is likely in the near future. Okay? All right? I see where it says if your question is about love, one or the other person needs freedom. There won't be commitment anytime soon. In short, this card indicates that you are about to depart on an important journey. It may be an outward voyage. It may be an inward excursion. Either way, you will be changed through the process. This card has to do with what has been tried and tested and what is already established. No matter how expansive or broad-minded, it will be rooted in the traditional. All right. The tarot card that corresponds with this is the Three of Wands. So yeah, that's about, proper planning, traveling. Number 3's rule travel as well. All right. So let's get into number 44. This is the solar eclipse that's right here for this card. All right. Number 44. Solar eclipse. This is about revolution. Revolution is actually something that starts in individual hearts. This card spells out change. Eclipses, both solar and lunar, are the earliest forecasting tools used in astrology. Through these dramatic sky events, the ancients understood major transformations were about to happen. And since these eclipses look so dramatic, ancient people greatly feared them. Since during an eclipse, the sun and moon give the impression they disappear. The ancients associated eclipse with serpents they believed were devouring the lights in the sky. From this, the ancient formed the idea of death and rebirth, which is what eclipses are all about. In other words, when it comes to eclipses, something has to die for better things to be born. In case of the solar eclipse, the effects are longer lasting. The solar eclipse occurs during the new moon, when the sun and moon are in opposition but perfectly aligned for a brief time. The moon obscures the sun, blocking it from view. In essence, this is a blackout and means we must focus on what is directly in front of us. Usually a change or a shock is in store, which may not be welcome, but is necessary to move us forward. When the solar eclipse card turns in a reading, you can expect swift changes that end one chapter and start a new one. You may have felt something would eventually happen, not having recently paid much attention to the situation. Then you're presented with a shock or a jolt, and you're reeling over the sudden change. This upheaval takes away what has been familiar and safe so you can embark on new territories. Oh my goodness, this Ace of Wands is holding so much weight right now. Embark on new territories. Where was that? Or even venture to a strange new terrain, but it will be daunting. This event may seem like negatives at first: a divorce, the end of a relationship, being forced to move, or even losing your job. Eclipses tend to affect relationships foremost, however, and so you may soon see stressors and upsetting changes in the relational supports you have counted on. For whatever reason, these may be taken away either for the time being, but perhaps permanently. So the one thing you can count on is that your life will go through a complete rearrangement of sorts. The energies are saying that it is necessary to be cruel before being kind. So that may be why the Six of Pentacles is here in reverse. You know, you're going to continue to, stop giving to people or giving all of your energy to other people. But eclipses are not always about the downside. Instead, you may find yourself having to dive in, change something, fix something, or create something you haven't really thought of, but will work out brilliantly. That ends up transforming your life all the ways you've hoped for. Maybe beyond your wildest dreams, imaginings. All in all, when the solar eclipse card turns up, it implies you are being forced to make a decision to act on. There will be no stepping away from it. Even though you may not have been consciously aware of just how much certain issues were not working, it's time to look ahead and finally resolve what has held you back. Now it is time to begin anew and start the new chapter in the book of life. All right? This is the Two of Wands, you guys. All this fire energy, this represents the Two of Wands, you guys. All this fire energy is supporting you. We have the Ace of Wands here. Number 33 for the ninth house was talking about the Three of Wands, in the tarot, and it's all going in order for you. Okay? You may have to revisit some parts. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the Moonology cards so we can see what energies are surrounding you guys during this week. What energies are surrounding our Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs during this week? Okay, so we've got some Leo energy, some Taurus energy, and some Libra energy. So we have confidence is your key to success with this new moon in Leo, as well as your dreams need a practical plan, which is the full moon in Taurus. And then we have the full moon in Libra, a win-win outcome is forecast. So there's definitely some beautiful energy coming your way, you guys, during this week that is going to help you soar. Now, being confident in yourself when you're doing your manifestations, that's going to be very likely that you need to do that. Your dreams needing a practical plan, planning things. This is the ninth house energy coming through with that Three of Wands energy, because it's about proper planning before you take that step and that leap of faith. You guys have a win-win outcome is forecast. There's some great things, some justice, some balance coming in through your life. So we're going to get into the Starseed Oracle cards to see what messages you guys have from Spirit. What messages do our Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs have from Spirit for the week of March 13th through March 19th? Can I get one more? Okay, so we have I Remember Your Soul Plan, the Fated Life vs. the Destiny Life. Okay. This is about you having to make decisions. Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. And then you guys also have Surrender to the Sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. All right, and that's Venus, the planet. I'm just now realizing that that's Venus right there. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please give it a thumbs up. Leave comments down below. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you guys won't ever miss an upload. And I'll see you guys in my next video.